Here is the download that I got. Here's the point of me sharing all of this. Instead of trying to go uphill, instead of trying to get it out of us, why not reframe it and channel it into the two people in your life that you actually need to please? And it's actually beneficial for you to please. The two people that I got in my meditation is hello, my gorgeous souls, and welcome back to another episode of the Manifestation Babe podcast. Today, we're going to be diving into the only two people you need to impress to live your dream life. And before we get started in today's episode, I just want to quickly share that my OG program, the Manifestation Babe Academy, is opening really soon in just a couple of months. I know it sounds like we still got time, but I'm telling you, time is flying so fast lately that before we know it, this program, it's going to be time to enroll. I haven't launched MBA in over a year and a half. So it's been a really long time. And if you want access to my fully stacked program, you guys, this is like the OG. This is the big Bertha of manifestation. This is exactly every single tool and process and technique and perspective and principle and universal law and everything you could ever want to know. I put everything in this program, and I'm sharing with you exactly how I manifested my dream life in the last 15 years. All of the knowledge that I've picked up, all of the techniques, all of the modalities, all of that good stuff. This is exactly how I have shifted my identity, my energy, my behaviors, my habits, my mindset to manifest everything that I have. So I'm officially relaunching my OG program, the Manifestation Babe Academy, in just a couple of months. And I want to make sure that you knew that so you can get yourself on the wait list right now, because I always have people who come to me right when the doors close and they're like, dang it, I missed it. And it hasn't been open in over 18 months. So who knows when I'm going to open it up again. I initially was going to make this program an evergreen program just because I was launching it so much. I kind of got tired of launching it, not tired with the program, but just tired of the process on my end. And all of a sudden I'm like, no, I miss it so much. So I'm actually doing another live round. Might be the last live round, might not be. I can't guarantee. I don't know, but if you have any interest in coming into a live round where I do live Q&As, live breathworks, where you go through the program with a live cohort doing it together, this is going to be your chance. The waitlist, you can get yourself on it right now and be the first to enroll when the doors open. So to get on the waitlist, you can go to the show notes or you can sign up at manifestationbabe.com/MBA waitlist. Again, that's manifestationbabe.com/MBA, as in Manifestation Babe Academy waitlist, MBA waitlist. And you can put your email down there. I swear to you, I receive testimonials from my students who are in this program every single day. It's like the program that put my teachings on the map. I feel like it has absolutely transformed the amount of testimonials that I receive from people literally changing their lives every single day. So I'm so excited to dive back into MBA land and just want to make sure I start talking about it early enough so that you can make a super aligned decision by the time October rolls around. Okay, so let's dive into today's topic, today's episode. It's going to be a short one, and you guys know when I say a short one, probably means a long one, but I truly think this one's going to be a short one. So I've recently been investing a lot of time and energy because it really does take like a commitment, you guys, when we all live busy lifestyles. And so the concept of like sitting in a silent meditation for at least 30 minutes a day just feels a little like daunting and like there's no way that I have time for this shit. But there's something so magical that has happened ever since last October. I have spent a good amount of time and I've been really consistent with at least bare minimum 20 minutes. I would say sometimes I can sit in meditation for almost an hour. I really like to do it right before bed because there's something about the window of the subconscious mind opening. The subconscious mind is the bridge between the conscious mind and the superconscious mind. So it's that divine mind and your conscious mind, like the things that you're conscious of so you understand and know. the messages and downloads that you're receiving. If it's just on the subconscious level and it stays in the subconscious, you're not going to remember shit, right? So it's like this beautiful opening, this beautiful bridge that comes alive where I really receive a lot of messages. And I've been very consistent with my meditations, and the shit that I've been getting lately, I'm sure if you've been listening to the podcast consistently, it's like every episode is like, oh yeah, I got this download and I got that download. And this is what God told me. This is what the universe told me. This is what, this spirit guide told me or whatever. And it's just the amount of tools that I feel like I have access to right now. I don't know what I did besides being consistent with my meditations. It's like I found some sort of key in my life that I just unlocked in my brain, and I'm just receiving so much wisdom and knowledge that I will absolutely not take credit for, because I swear it's all, well, everything does belong to source. Like at the end of the day, no idea is an original idea. It all comes from source anyway. Like we can't really claim the ideas that we get. We can take accountability and take claim for, bringing them to life. Absolutely. But like I see it all as belonging to the universe. And so I don't know what I did, but something just decided that it's time for Kathrin to pass on all of this knowledge, all of this wisdom, these little tools here and there to bring to her students and bring to her podcast. And so I just feel really excited to share this with you. So again, I was in meditation and I received a powerful reframe to people pleasing. And I want to talk about the fact that, there's so much content out there in the world around people pleasing and turning off the people pleaser within you and stopping people pleasing and not needing to impress anyone, and how much content there is around this, because it's one of the hardest things to do. And the reason why it's one of the hardest things to do is because people pleasing is an evolutionary instinct. It's literally ingrained within us. It's adaptational, of course, like in this lifetime, depending on how your childhood was, which mine went a very particular way, where I developed this need to be loved and accepted by the people around me and wanting to be liked by the people around me, because I felt like I didn't get enough of that as a child. So I developed these adaptations essentially into my adulthood where I'm like, oh my God, I'm living my life for everyone else but myself, right? That was my big breakthrough when I was 23 years old. And I realized I am going to medical school because of my parents. I'm with this person because of this person, and not hurting their feelings and wanting to be liked by them. I want to move to Los Angeles, but I'm afraid of being judged by my Washingtonian friends, right? Like all this stuff where I'm like, oh my God, I'm living a life for everyone else but me. But then, yes, we can work through that. And at the end of the day, there's still this evolutionary instinct that is damn near impossible to rewire out of us, because it's just such a huge part of our human needs. And I think that, they can actually be very helpful in the sense that, we have this deep human need to be loved and accepted, and it's based on our need for survival. So for example, we had to get along with others because we used to be tribal, we used to live in communities, we used to live in tribes. We had to be liked and accepted and appreciated by other people, because if other people liked us in the tribe, then we would get more food. We would get better habitat or habitation, or is that the right word? We would get better resources, right? If we were liked and appreciated. So of course it was to our advantage in that we had better chances of survival. And if the people around us didn't like us and we didn't impress them enough and we didn't please them enough, then we would get kicked out of the tribe, and we would get kicked out and have no access to food, no access to habitation, no access to protection. We would literally be on our own in the wild, and we would freaking probably die, because there's lions and tigers and bears, oh my, in the wild, right? And having I don't know how big these tribes were, 20 people, 50 people, 100 people, being in a group of that size, you have a lot better chances of survival than if you're all alone out in the wild, right? So it's a very, very deep thing. And it feels like an uphill battle and damn near impossible to overcome it, because it's so evolutionary ingrained with us. So here is the download that I got. Here's the point of me sharing all of this. Instead of trying to go uphill instead of swimming against the current because it's such a deep need within us, why not, instead of trying to get it out of us, why not reframe it and channel it into the two people in your life that you actually need to please, and it's actually beneficial for you to please? Impressing these two people will actually create your dream life. Okay? I've been going around asking my mom and the people that are around me in the last week, like I've been telling them this download and I've been asking them, like, who do you think the two people are? And it was so interesting to hear what they said. The two people that I got in my meditation is the 5-year-old version of you and the 80-year-old version of you. Okay? This is exactly what I heard. Live the dreams of the 5-year-old and give epic stories to tell to the 80-year-old. Oof, so fucking good. This is such a powerful and potent filter. When I started to process my life in the last week through this filter of like, am I making the 5-year-old proud right now? Is she proud of me? Is she inspired by me? Am I living her boundless dreams? Like, think about the way that a 5-year-old interacts, right? They have a boundless imagination. They have no limitations. They're so playful. They're excited. They don't take life too seriously, right? Everything is a game to them. Everything is an adventure. Everything just feels so brand new. They have such a sense of wonder and appreciation and gratitude for life. They're very magnetic beings because they're so happy with so little. They're so appreciative and have so much gratitude for so little that, of course, like life just keeps flowing through them in such magical, incredible ways. They're very inventive. There's like a solution to every single problem. No problem is too big. Everything has like there's a solution for everything. They don't fear rejection. And they're just in a constant state of experimentation and exploration. And I think about like when I am thinking about my dream life and when I'm making decisions in my day-to-day life, like would that 5-year-old who has these huge dreams be so proud of me for living out her dreams? Am I living out her dreams? Am I seeing life through this limitless, boundless imagination? Am I being my most creative and playful self? Am I taking life too seriously? Making the 5-year-old within me happy has been such a beautiful filter of seeing my life through her eyes and just making better decisions for whether or not something is truly in alignment with me. Do I really value this? Is this really that important? Am I impressing someone else or pleasing someone else over my inner 5-year-old, And with the 80-year-old, thinking about like, would this version of me be glad to have done this? Whatever I'm committing to, whatever I'm saying yes to, whatever decisions I'm making, whatever career path I'm on, the partner that I'm with, right? The way I'm raising my child, the way that I am approaching opportunities, the way that I am saying yes or no to things. Would this version of me be glad to have done this? The way that I'm approaching life through an abundance filter over a scarcity filter, the way that I am investing my money and circulating my money and saving my money and spending my money and all those things, like looking through the wisest version of myself and making the wisest version of myself proud. And then also taking risks in life and being adventurous and being experimental and doing crazy shit that just makes no sense and makes me look crazy to other people. But I know that one day that 80-year-old is going to be sitting in a rocking chair looking back at her life and she's going to be like, holy shit, this is the best story that I am now telling to my children, my grandchildren, my neighbors, anyone who's going to listen to me. And it is such an epic story to tell. Are you giving your 80-year-old epic life stories to tell? Or are you living this safe, predictable, mediocre life, right? Think about it. Think about how you're living your day-to-day life, the decisions that you're making. Are you going for the business that you really want to go for? Are you with the person that you want to be with? Are you traveling in the way that you want to travel? Are you saying yes to these adventures that, get you so excited, and that they sound so crazy. But one day when you're 80 years old, you're going to look back at your life and be like, oh my God, do you remember that one time that I did that? And oh my God, and this happened and that happened. Like, holy shit. Is this version of me, this 80-year-old version of me, going to look back over my life with a sense of fulfillment, right? Did I choose myself in my life? Am I choosing myself in my life? How can I impress the 80-year-old, right? What would the wisest version of myself do or say in the situation? How do I truly want to live, and what do I truly want to accomplish by the time that I'm older and gray? So really thinking and pausing. And I've done this so much in the last week where I'm like, whoa, holy shit. The only two people that I need to impress and please is the 5-year-old and the 80-year-old. Would the 5-year-old look at me right now today and be inspired by me? Right? Would that 80-year-old be so excited and proud to share my life as this beautiful story, as this exciting, this incredible, this inspiring story to share with the world when she's sitting in her rocking chair, looking back at her life? Like, those are the questions that we need to be asking ourselves. So next time you make a decision to say yes to something, to say no to something, to go for something, to cut something out of your life, to add something in, to make something happen, I want you to bring to mind, and literally you can close your eyes and just see your inner 5-year-old and your inner 80-year-old standing next to each other, holding hands and looking at you, right? And just tune into which decisions, which life path, which career, how you spend your time, who you spend your time with, what you consume, all of these things, all of these parts of our life, how you take care of your body, right? What you eat, what you don't eat, all those things, how you dress. Would those decisions make them so inspired by you and so proud of you? And these are the two people, you guys, that you need to please. That's it. If you're going to be a people pleaser, and again, in some aspect, even if you rewire all the people pleasing tendencies and all this need to be liked and, caring about what others think of you, even if you rewire all of the stuff that came from this lifetime, there's still going to be that evolutionary, that caveman or cavewoman within you who still has a good sized glimmer of that. And so instead of trying to fight evolution or trying to fight biology or trying to fight yourself, why not channel it into a different direction? And it's a direction that actually matters. And it's a direction that's going to change your life. It's a direction that's going to help you literally live your dream life. So these are the two people you need to please, period. And it'll just make you so much happier. And making them more important than anyone else. Like, if you're going to make anyone important, that's fine. Like, make someone important, try to impress someone, try to please someone. It's fine, right? But just make it these two and just watch your energy and watch your life transform. So I hope that was helpful. I want to know if it's helpful. Please go ahead and tag me, send me a DM, share this podcast with someone that you love. I love your guys' emails, messages, DMs. I was posting on Instagram the other day how much I appreciate your kind messages in my DMs inbox. And yes, they do get to me. So even though I have my team in my DMs inbox, my girl Samantha, she screenshots almost every single DM that is like, Kathrin should see this kind of DM, and sends it to me every single morning. Every single morning, I just get to read your messages. So thank you. I do listen to your feedback. I do read your messages. I really appreciate you. I appreciate every single review that you submit for the podcast as well. So if you haven't done that yet, it would help the podcast out so much. And I just appreciate it. Just an honest review, whatever you want to say. Whatever kind feedback that you have to offer, I will gladly take. I love you so much. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I will catch you in the next episode. Mwah. Bye.